Hi, I'm Lauren with Alternative Nation, here with Josh from Greta Van Fleet.
Hello, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
I'm great.
I'm especially good after you guys' performance. It was absolutely amazing.
I'm glad you liked it.
I have to put you on the spot really quick about your voice.
Yeah, sure.
It's incredible. And you look like you put in absolutely no effort at all to reach those notes.
I got up at noon, went on stage at 1-ish. Yeah, no, it was good. It was just like another day at work in the office, you know.
Oh, yeah, typical office.
Very typical.
Well, I have to ask you, did you ever consider doing a Chris Cornell cover with that voice?
No, actually, I didn't.
You should.
What do you think I should cover? You like any of it?
Let's do Soundgarden song, maybe Jesus Christ Pose, because there's a lot of screaming in that, and I think you would be very good with that.
I can scream, you know? Yes,
absolutely, we have learned this.
I like to call it wailing, so, you know. But, you know, there's some of it could be screaming. At the very top end.
I wish I could do that. I try sometimes in the car, and I'm sure people drive past me and they're like, there's a psycho screaming in the car next to me.
I love it. That's rock and roll, though. So.
Yeah, I mean, I call myself a talentless rock star, so that's why I'm just, you know, I do interviews and I get to meet the rock stars.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
So you guys released your EP Black Smoke Rising in April. And Highway Tune, your debut single, has been #1 on the Active Rock Radio for 4 weeks. How does that feel?
You know, I don't know that I've processed it yet, you know, but it's kind of surreal, you know, in a lot of ways. Because, I mean, that's hard to even to begin to imagine something like that, you know, but to have that actually happen to you, then it's another thing. You're not prepared for that, you know. I didn't expect it would get to #1. And I didn't expect that it was going to stay there as long as it has. So it's garnered a lot of attention, a lot more than any of us thought. So, that being the case, it's kind of like, with everything else going on, I don't know. It's hard to say how I feel about it, you know? I'm awfully proud of it, and I think that's pretty great.
You should be. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So I think what makes you stand out so much, and the reason you guys are getting so much attention, is because you're probably the only modern rock band that is playing classic sounding rock. You guys, not even just the sound, but the look. Like, we were talking about how you guys have like amazing fashion senses. Love it. Absolutely love the leather pants. Those are so rock and roll.
Yeah.
So you guys just like ooze classic rock, like 70s, like just the whole vibe. It's amazing, and that's what like rock and roll needs, because so much of the same sounding stuff has been coming out over the years. So I think that's what makes you guys stand out.
Yeah, there seems to be like a lot of us grew up with blues and old blues root stuff and folk root stuff and funk and soul and all of that stuff. So I feel like eventually we were going to run into, you know, because our father would play that stuff all the time. So eventually, like I think it was in middle school or early high school, we discovered rock and roll in a sort of a special way and had an appreciation for what they had done with this blues and this, you know, soul and folk. And so that was kind of like the initial tipping point. It was like, well, that's what we want to sound like. That's what we want to do. I mean, that was the apex of rock and roll. That was it. And so I don't know, it just always branched off into all these different things, and you know, that was kind of what was so more exhilarating for us, you know, growing up. We thought, there's no other way to do it.
Yeah, so my dad actually turned me on to you guys. He said, I'm sure you're so sick of hearing this, but he said, there's this band out and they sound like Led Zeppelin and they're young and like they're great. So I think it's funny because like I've been listening to Black Smoke Rising constantly on repeat, and I'm like, I need more songs. When can we expect a new EP, a full-length album? What's the story? I'm dying.
Well, we're working on some stuff now, and I think there's going to be releases, within the next probably 2-3 months.
Amazing. Very exciting.
And there may be a full album in the works.
That's very exciting. Very, very exciting. I'm upset because I go to school in Florida, but I live in New Jersey. Yeah. So I saw that you guys have 2 shows in New York City. Yeah. And they're about 4 days before I come home for the semester. So I was like, at least I got to see you guys here.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. You guys played some songs out there that aren't on EP, so that was really cool.
Yes. Yeah, we got a bunch. It's just hard to choose which ones we want to, you know, go for it. And we're always writing, you know. Yeah. It's just a natural instinct to have it, you know.
My favorite of you guys is Safari song.
Safari?
I love it.
That's a fun one.
Love that. And then when I saw